Hi, my name is Eddie Liu. I'm the CEO, co-founder of Shiftgig. I'm actually here to talk about, we're an HR tech company, not an ed tech company, and I'm super excited to talk about the social impact that we're making. And our vision is creating financial opportunities for our hourly workforce, and we do that by connecting people to businesses via a mobile device. Is it moving? I'm hitting the green button. Oh, that green button. All right, sorry. So we launched in 2014 in one city in food service. In 2015, we expanded to 7 other cities. And in 2016, we expanded to 3 other verticals. And today we're in hospitality, retail, distribution, and event marketing. And in 2017, we will continue expanding in cities, verticals, and revenue streams. So today, we work with some leading companies across the nation in food service, in experiential marketing, in hotels, in retail, and in distribution. So basically, companies are using more temp labor and contingent labor than ever before. Companies are understaffed. They find it takes longer to hire people. In addition, they're outsourcing because they want to increase their profit per employee. Talent is also scarce in the US. And a lot of baby boomers, about 250,000 baby boomers are retiring every month. And now there's a new, and unemployment rate is down to under 5%. The needs of the workforce are now changing as millennials are now the largest generation of our workforce. And millennials want to work a different way. They value flexibility and they value freedom to work when they want. And they also want to make extra money. And as probably many of you read, independent work is quite a popular choice for today's worker. And they choose it for a variety of reasons. And now what we're seeing is businesses are trying to take advantage of gig platforms. And if you talk to CFOs and CEOs, about 32% are considering how they take advantage of digital platforms to augment their labor force. And staff and industry analysts say that this industry will top $50 billion in 2016. So what's created this marketplace? Basically, the internet has enabled remote marketplaces probably for 10, 15 years with Odesk, Elance, Amazon Turk. And that's basically outsourcing labor to the Philippines and China and India. Well, 5 years ago, this little company called Uber popped up, and because of the smartphone, they allowed consumers to connect with workers. And there's now hundreds of companies connecting consumers with workers. So what Shiftgig is doing is connecting a business with a qualified hourly worker. Today, we're working with over 2,000 business clients and 20,000, we call them specialists, across the country. So how does it work? It's pretty simple. And one of our specialists will pick up their phone. When they have extra time, they'll click on the Shiftgig. They'll look up a shift. They'll look at shift details. They'll look at the pay rate. They'll look at where they need to show up. And if they choose they want to work, they claim the shift. Once they claim the shift, they get the shift details. They show up. They check in, they check out, they work the shift. By the end of the shift, they'll rate the client. And our client tech is quite simple too. They'll place an order. Once they place an order for the number of workers, they'll be able to see a roster, and they'll see who's showing up. They get transparency, which they typically don't do with traditional services. When the workers show up, they can check in the worker and check the worker out. And at the end, they'll rate our workers. So we've seen rapid growth over the last 3.5 years. And this is represented by shifts worked. An average shift is about 6.5 hours. And we will see continued growth throughout this year. We just closed our Series C financing earlier this year. Our unit economics are strong. Our average acquisition cost is about $115. Our lifetime value is about $1,000, and that ratio is increasing. And our client CAC is holding steady at around $1,500. And given that we've just raised a Series C financing, we're testing all kinds of new ways to get additional clients. We have a strong management team in place already, and very fortunate to have 3 awesome operators, and 2 of them taking companies public, and one of them just sold his, well, as part of the management team that sold his company to Microsoft. And then we have a great group of investors on board. If you have any questions, my email is eddie@shiftgig.com. Thanks for having me.